Are you ready? Because he's ready. It's Master Jeff! Martial arts expert, instructor extraordinaire, and general clown. He's not afraid of coronavirus. He's not afraid of the bad guys. Master Jeff is not afraid of anything. I just finished 10,000 bottle lifts. No, I'm just kidding. What is up, Miss Jubilee? Good to see you, sister. I'm so glad that I'm not going to be here all by my lonesome this morning. By the way, I did not have my procedure yesterday. I was really bummed about that. But I did have the preliminary consultation, and I found out what they're going to do. You know, your guts, here's your abdominal wall. Your guts poke through like this, right? Because you get a little tear in your abs like this, and then your guts poke out whenever you strain, and it's really, of course, uncomfortable, and it feels really nasty. What they used to do was sew this up. If you just sew that up, then eventually your guts can poke on back through, right? They just tear the threads out. Well, what they do now, they're going to drill some little holes up here. 1, 2, 3. These two are for his 2 robotic arms. And one, they blow air into your tummy to give themselves a space to work. And then they send in this piece of mesh. It's almost like a screen on a window, but a little thicker. And they put that screen, here's your abs, they put the screen behind your abs like that. Then the guts have to push through the screen to get to your abs. So they sew up the tear. This is from the inside of you. Then they put the mesh, and now your guts are pushing up against the mesh before they can even push against the stitches. Ain't nothing ever getting through there, girl. So I will technically be a cyborg, part man, part machine. Machine mesh. I'll have to spend about a week lifting nothing more than 10 pounds, and they encourage me to walk, which is not a problem for me. I will walk my butt off. They said probably don't ride my bike, because riding the bike is fine, but if I crashed, I would, of course, and push on my tummy, which might stress out that mesh, because what happens is when they put in that mesh, it starts, your muscles start to grow into it like this and get a hold of it. It becomes part of your muscles. So you have to give it a couple of weeks for that to happen. Until then, it's just kind of laying in there. So you don't want to put much strain on it. So we'll get Zoe in here. Or if you want to, I don't know how you get your mom to get you up here at 8 o'clock in the morning, but you could come in. I'll have somebody here as my exercise model, and I will just like coach at that point. Until then, I got on my hernia truss, and we're just going to blast through it, girl. Smile, 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 smile. Cool. I love you guys. Emojis, man. That's cool. So today, oh, I forgot about this thing. I don't want to be wearing this thing. When I die, I want to be cremated, and I want to make sure they don't burn my Bluetooth with me. They can stick this black belt in there, and they can burn me with my black belt. So my black belt ashes will be part of my ashes. That would be so cool. And of course, it'll burn up my mesh too, or maybe the mesh will survive the fire. Who knows? Whatever, let's stop talking about mesh and dying. And let's crank up with some Pyoungan, sister. The first of which is, of course, basic one. Now, Juby, since you're the first one here, you get to choose our random form at the end. We will do our 8 our 8 Pyoungans plus Basai. That makes 9, but we need one more form. So be thinking, Miss Jubilee, of any form you want to do. It can be a repeat of a Pyoungan or Basai, or we can do choreo, a nahanchi, an advanced black belt form, whatever you want to do, girl. Because you here first, you early, so it's your choice. And meanwhile, let's start basic 1. I am not going to count in order to keep from further blowing my guts out. So I'm just going to do it normally. You can, of course, follow along. Febe, Edward, Julian, wake up. Yes. Thank you. All right, here we go. Basic 1. And what comes after every form? TWACKS, baby. Let's just do them together so I don't have to yell, okay? So let's do a TWACK. By the way, Juby, yesterday, 50 push-ups per set, girl, 50 and 50 during our workout now. The last 10 did not look pretty. I managed to keep decent form, but I was trembling and shaking. I was trembling like a dog trying to poop a peach seed, girl. Ah, like this on the last ones. Ah, but I did them, 50. Now I'm going to try to clean up those 50 at a time. But today is TWAG day. Basic 2G. Let's go. Edward, Julia, wake up. Last time I forgot to turn my belt around, which was really painful. So I'm going to turn it around this time. Twaggy, baby, let's do it. All right. 3. Pyoungan 1. If it is going to be you and me, will you be able to teach me Basai? Palgai 1. Yes, we'll do Basai in steps. And yes, we'll go over Palgai 1. Sounds good, girl. Right now, though, it's time for basic 3. And a twat, baby. Cool. Pyoungan 1. Twack it! Pyoungan 2. Scoot up a little, give me some room for the kick. Twack it! I'm going to try fists. Little bit harder, especially if you touch your tummy every time because you're going down like that much farther. Pyoungan 3. What did you ask? Will you be able to show me Black Beauty? Oh, girl. Let's do our twack first, though. You know all the right questions to ask. Where are you, girl? Come on over here. Don't be shy. There's Black Beauty with her old tires. See, they're decent. Nice little knobby tires, but you see they're kind of thin, right? And there's Big Red. Also, those are more street tires. If you can tell, there's little knobbies on those tires. Black Beauty has tires that are really made for outdoor or rather like rough ground like grass, dirt, etc. Not really the street. Those bikes, if you can see, now those tires I mean, are more designed for the street, like car tires. And then there she is. Notice the increased fatness of the tires. I call them fatties. Also notice the extreme knobbies. They're like little teeth that dig into the dirt when you're driving on dirt or grass. Yep. And yeah, you can see the trail boss. That's what I am, baby. That's what it means. It's made for riding on trails. But look at those knobbies, Julie. Those are made for off-road use. And then there's a super close. You see how fat the tires are, and you see those huge knobbies. They're made for gripping into the grass or the dirt. Now, I occasionally cut through parks and yards. So yes, I will use those knobby tires. But really the reason I have the knobbies is just because when I was a kid, I rode a knobby tire bike because I was never on the street. I was always out in the woods riding. And it's just an emotional thing. It's a security blanket. I just love knobby tires. And I would rather have knobbies on the pavement but be ready for off-road than to have road tires, because knobbies will work for both. The slick tires can really slip and slide on grass. Street tires are really bad for off-road, even though off-road tires are halfway decent for the street, but they kind of slow you down, as does the fatness. That's another reason the tires are fat, is to give you more traction on off-road surfaces. So the trail bosses actually make it way harder to pedal. And if I were a bike racer, then yes, I would get some street tires. I would get very thin street tires that are almost slick. That'll make you zip right down the road. My objective is not to zip down the road. My objective is to work my muscles, which my fat tires, my fat knobby tires force me to do. So what were we on? I believe Pyoungan 3, so I believe Pyoungan 4 is next. Here, thank you, beautiful black beauty. Oh, she is so beautiful. One day you guys got to come to the house and you can see her up close. Let me see. There's a YouTube video that I made showing all my accoutrements. We'll worry about that later. Right now, let's do Pyoungan 4, sister. Twaggy, baby. I'm going to try knuckles again. Yeah, baby, we're already on Pyoungan 5. We're burning through, girl. We'll have plenty of time for Masai. So, Pyoungan 5. try them knuckles again. Here we go. Twack it, baby. All right, both side. I don't know where Zoe is, sweetie. Oh, it's time for a salty caramel break. Yeah, baby. Let's not keep that sweet taste in my mouth. Let's rinse it out with a little H2O. Now, I like purified drinking water. Can you see that? It's actually green. The camera makes it look blue. This rather than natural spring water, I just like the taste of purified water better for some reason. I don't know why. It is arguable that the spring water has more minerals in it. I don't know, but I like just plain water. Okay, so Basai, let's see how we can start this boy. I'm going to start toward you. So, and I'm not mirror image, Jubilee. I'm doing it normally. So the Chumi, put your right fist inside your left hand like that. Then I twist this way, and this would be the most comfortable step. However, you're going to step with this leg. So I'm twisting this way, and then this leg steps over here. So from the side, you look like this. I'm here, then I'm crossing over. Looks very much like our Sayu Undo, which we forgot to do today. It looks like the Sayu Undo step, right? I'm here, and then I step with my right, and then the left crosses behind. So I'll pull up one pant leg, so there'll be different colors. My right leg is black, my left leg is white. So I'm standing here, I twist, left, right, and then left behind. You see that? Twist, left, right, and then left. Well, you can't see that. Left, right, left behind. And in case it makes any difference, I'll let you see the right leg. The right leg is white, all right? So I'm here, I twist, left, right, and then left goes behind. You see that? Twist, left, right, left goes behind. Oh, maybe I should get black and white pants. White on one side, black on the other, especially when I'm explaining stuff like this. Or I can just take advantage of the fact that my skin is translucent. All right, so that's your first step. Everybody screws that up, so you want to get that down first. Twist to the left, left, right, left. Hi. All right, so after you do that, I'm going to go to the side. Left, right, height. Then you take your left leg again and go back the way you came from. Left, right. Now these are all these next moves are intuitive, meaning they go the direction your body's going. So if I'm standing here like this and I turn around, my body's going this way, right? Well, the outside block works perfectly. If I were to be standing here and do a block this way, well, my body's going this way and my hand's going that way. It didn't really work. So after you're here, you step back with your left and just follow the twist. Outside, outside. Then when I twiddle dara, meaning twist my feet and then scoot over, notice I never crossed this point. So there's my chair. I'm standing here. block, block. I never cross my feet. Look. See, had I crossed my feet, I would have run into the stool. So I do this, block, block. I twist my feet, scoot over, never crossed them, and then inside, outside. So once again, if you know it's an inside block, then it's intuitive. My body's twisting this way, so would an inside block this way make sense? No, my body's turning this way, my block is going that way. It wouldn't make any sense. So if I know it's an inside block, I then know which arm to use, this one. So I'm turning inside, outside. Now I'm going to turn back and face you. Somebody has grabbed my wrist right here. And so I'm bringing it down like this and breaking the wrist off on my leg. So they're gripping, I'm breaking it loose. I call it cleaning the wrist off. So I'm cleaning, clean that grip right off of my wrist. So I clean, and I take the same leg, I come up, take the same leg this way. Clean. Now, I guess this is not intuitive, because I'm going this way, but I'm blocking this way. Inside, outside, ready. Okay, so now I'm going to do that whole series coming towards you normally, not mirror image. Never turn my belt around. Height. Now I'm going to clean. There we go. Wait, is this mirror image? No, this is not mirror image. I'm just demonstrating for you. But now, Jubilee, I will do it mirror image. Let me make sure you've got that. Let me see where I am over here. All right, I'm seeing myself explain that this is not mirror image right now. Okay, so now we are going to do mirror image, so you can just follow along. Right, left. Height. One more time, mirror image. And I'll scoot back a little bit. Height. Got it? Then the next part's really easy. This is mirror image. You're right here. So you do a block, and then a punch, and you scoot over, block. And then a punch, scoot over, block. So imagine, Jubilee, that the attack is coming from right there. See the red circle right there? The red circle is the weapon that's attacking us, except it's over there instead of over here. So I've got my back to the red circle, right? The red circle is right in the middle of my spine. So this is mirror image, block. I punch. Now I'm going to block away the red circle even as I move out of the way of it. Boom. So I'm blocking the red circle and I'm out of its way. Then I'm punching. Now here comes the red circle right toward me. I'm out of its way, you see? And I'm knocking it over in case it tries to follow me. So it looks like this. Punch, block, punch, block. And my legs and feet are doing punch, block, punch, block. Notice this foot stays like a horse stance. So this is part horse stance and part white belt, beginner, lower than white belt, front stance. Because how do beginners always do a front stance? They step forward in a straight line and they turn their foot sideways back here, right? That's a beginner front stance, like this. Their foot is sideways and they're straight in a line. Well, it's the same way except you make a horse stance. So I'm in a horse stance, and when I turn over, I turn this foot, but not this one. Then back to the middle. Then I turn this foot, but not this one. So it's kind of a screwed up looking stance, right? So here I am, let's see. Mirror image, punch, block, punch, block. Right? Okay. So let's do a mirror image up to there. Mirror. Height. Now I skip in middle block. 1, 2, 3, and I'm still mirror image. And then I step back to a back stance, high block. Then I come up for something like a stick block but open hand. Then I kick, and then another middle block, and then another one. So you got 5 middle blocks there divided by a high block and a side kick. Let's do down to there. Let's do down to their mirror image. Height. Cool. Now I'm going to step back. I'm going to push up. And I'm going to push out. Then I'm going to step my right leg forward for a rib smash. Then 2 steps to a punch. Height. And I think we should stop right there. Let's go ahead and knock out a twack though, girl. All right, so hopefully you've got up to the punch key up on Basai, sister, and we'll keep working from there, get that part down, and of course you can do a rewind on this very video to review it. Now, let's go with Paul Guy 1, the one you wanted. Paul Guy 1 has a ton of inside blocks. Let's draw this bad boy out. And I brought my eraser so I don't have to wipe the magic marker off on my pants. My wife goes to clean my pants in the laundry and she's like, "Who's been marking on your butt?" All right, so Paul Guy 1 has back stance. Okay, here's the beginning of Paul Guy 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here, you do front, back, back, and then a front stance punch. Then you turn, back stance, back stance, back stance, back stance. So that's one thing to get to know right away. Let me do this. So the beginning of the form, front stance, front stance, front, front. Front stance down block for the middle. Back stance, front stance punch. And then back, 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 back stance up at the top. So you've got kind of a little T right here of back stances, with the exception of that one and that one. The down block and the punch are both front stances. Otherwise, this whole T is back stances. Then that's it. Everything else in the form is front stance. So Jubilee, if you can get that down, just the basic outline of the back stances, that'll really help you to learn the form. So there it is. Front, 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 and then front, back, back, front, whatever. Right? And then all the rest of it. The remaining T that we have left here is all front stance. Now then, the next thing to remember is that half the freaking moves in this form are inside blocks. So if you come across a place you don't know what it is, it's probably an inside block. So I'm going to do this with my back to you, just to make it clear. And I'll also kind of do skip steps going down the middle so that I end up closer to you on the top bar. So here we go, Paul Guy 1. So 1, 2, inside block. 1, down block, 2, inside block. So down block, inside, super simple. Down the middle, down block, inside, punch, and the 2 inside blocks are back stance. So here we go, down block, inside, punch. Now all back stance for the top bar, right? Turn, back stance, open hand, middle block, then a back stance, inside block, back stance, open hand, middle block, then a back stance, inside. And that, my friend, is it for the back stances. Everything else is front stance. So let's review just that. Now I'm coming back down the middle. So you'd be going that way, so you have to look over your shoulder. Plain old down block, then 2 karate chops right on the neck. 1 karate chop on the neck. 2 karate chop on the neck. 3, simple punch key up. So coming back down the middle, easy, breezy. Down block, chop, chop. Height, then the beginning, the end is just like the beginning. You just turn, down block, inside, down block, inside. Boom, done. So let's do the whole thing. I'll do it normally with my back to you. Here we go. Cool. So now you've had a Basai tutorial up to the first key up, well, second key up actually, and you have had a Pyoungan 1 tutorial. So hopefully, sister, you are sitting pretty now. And hopefully you'll come to the dojo today. Maybe you guys will, since it is Jericho's class at 4, correct? Ooh, which reminds me, I got to make a little trip to the, I have to make a little trip to the martial arts supply store today, and I'm not going to say any more in case Jericho was standing there. So, TWACK, baby, last TWACK. I'm going to go ahead and end with these knuckle push-ups, and I like to keep my thumb just to brace my wrists a little bit more. So here we go. All right, and that puts us right at 8:50 for exactly a nice 45-minute class. And at this point, I need to go earn my living. To tell you the truth, Jubilee, I think I might cheat a little bit. I think I'm going to run some stairs. Maybe put in 30 or 40 minutes of stairs and maybe some other exercises. Maybe some chin-ups, chin-ups, pull-ups, like that. Just to burn some calories to make up for my bike ride. Here's what happened this morning, Juby. All right, so I'll wake up like at 2 in the morning. Can't go back to sleep. Would have started my bike ride early, except it's raining cats and dogs. So I lay back down and tried to sleep. Might have dozed without realizing it, but I don't think I did. 3 o'clock, my normal get-up time, it's still raining like crazy. So I try to get some more sleep. I lay there till 4. It is still raining like crazy. But when I walked outside to go get ready to go, I use a bathroom that's actually outside of the house. It's like a bathroom that's for the swimming pool. I use that one. I keep all my stuff in the pool shower locker room kind of place out there. But anyway, I noticed that it was more like drizzling, and I couldn't tell whether it was drops falling off the leaves. But I thought, no, that's still some rain. You know, it's going to rain. It's raining. I just can't do my bike ride. So I get on, I get dressed for work, get in my van. I'm driving down the road, and I notice it's not raining. Not really. It's still very wet, but not raining. I thought, well, it will rain again because it's been going crazy all morning. I go to 7-Eleven, grab my coffee, start driving to work, still not raining. I'm watching out the window till like 6 a.m. It never rained. But here's the way it works. Had I left the house on my bike, it would have come a toad drowner. You know what a toad drowner is? That's when it rains so hard that all the toads drown. But if I didn't ride, then the sun is up and birds are singing so merrily. That's just the way it works. And still, it was sloshy and muddy and stuff, so I would have probably got my bike all gritty. You know, the water on the street is not just water. It's got those little pebbles and stuff off the road. So it's really bad for your bike. Really rusted because it's got road crap and sand and salt from the ocean, and not good to sling that stuff up on your bike. It's bad enough when it's dry. When it's damp like that, oh my God, it just slings it all over the place. So probably best for my bike that I didn't ride, even though it wasn't really raining. But I'm going to make up that calorie burn, sister. I'm going to do some laps, some pull-ups. Yesterday, I did all my black belt forms, by the way, because I knew I'd have to miss class going to the doctor's appointment. So I went ahead and did that. I made up for that that burn time. Bye, Master Jeff. I'm sorry, but what happened to Black Beauty? But you can always try again. Yeah, I will. I will, sister. And you know what? We better get out of here and get our day started, girls. So without further ado, Jubilee, I will see you later. I am out of here. This has been a South Miami Taekwondo live stream with Master Jeff. Avoid practicing the techniques learned in live stream with Master Jeff while drunk, stoned, sloshed, tipsy, buzzed, blotto, slammed, plowed, jolly, play-eyed, hammered, wasted, inebriated, or otherwise intoxicated. Watching live stream with Master Jeff, you acknowledge the possibility of and waive all liability for hematoma, laceration, occipital fracture, broken nose, repeated mandibular dislocation, strained or sprained wrist, hyperextended elbow, broken ribs, bruising, awaiting care, sprains, fractures, dislocated shoulder, or concussion. All rights reserved. Unauthorized presentation and publication strictly prohibited.